Hello everyone, I hope you are well. My name is Demi, welcome to my channel. So let's hop right into it. So this is going to be a spirit baby reading, and already when I was sitting down meditating on the spirit babies that wanted to come through for this reading, I was smelling urine. And I was like, what the heck? But I was smelling urine. It's definitely not me. It's coming from the spiritual world. But they are saying that somebody that you knew in towards the end of their lives, they could have been a grandparent. It would have been an elder, because they're showing me an older person. They could have had accidents on themselves when they were coming up to like their last year on earth. And then for some of you, I feel like you may work with homeless people. There's something about you seeing people at the like lowest of the low they could possibly go, and then having this huge transformation. So you may well work with a charity or work with homeless people, or maybe you've seen a lot of people around you, this could be in your family, who were homeless, who've gone through drug addictions and substance abuse, and then they've kind of turned themselves around. That's coming through for somebody. But let's get some spirit baby poems for the collective. What poems do the collective need to hear right now, please, Spirit? And I feel like this spirit baby as well, this is going to be part of their mission. This group of spirit babies that are coming through, they're going to be working with the homeless, but they're going to see people at the lowest a human being can possibly go. I'm hearing defecate, so they may like wee and defecate on themselves, and they're going to assist in their transformation, in this person turning into someone and something completely new. So can I get a few poems, please, to start for the collective? A few poems, please. This one. Okay, so this one says, surprise, surprise, also an FYI. Mummy, I told you so. We'll be reunited before you know. I can already feel you holding me in your arms. My favourite trees will be palms. Sunshine and coconut. Sometimes I may drive you nuts. Daddy's so cool, he's got some guts. Standing up for what's right. You'll always find him by your side. I hope you sleep well tonight. Please put aside your pride. I hate it when you guys have fights. Mercury retrograde is playing its games. By March the 3rd, you will have my name. I love it. I know you both feel the same. Perfectly fitting like that brand new kitchen. Mummy, Daddy, I'm coming home. Don't feel bad about that thing you had to postpone. Ring, ring, God's calling, I've got to go. Love you more than you know. So with this here, where it says Mercury retrograde, this is what I'm staring at. I don't believe we are in Mercury retrograde right now, but this is the energy I have been feeling for the last few days. It feels like there's like a miscommunication that keeps happening with like people around me, but also in the energy. There's like a miscommunication in the energy. And I feel like you guys, maybe you're feeling a bit down in the dumps. Maybe you've been feeling a bit low and it's just come out of nowhere and you don't necessarily know where it's coming from. You could be tapping into people in the collective who are low. And maybe on some level, you're taking this energy and you are transmuting it because you are in a higher place. You are of a higher vibration. So you can do this for other people. It's like your higher self can sometimes take on things that are going on within the collective. This can even be like the collective of your family, of your bloodline. And you can transmute it. You can hold the space. I feel like I'm tapping into those of you. You're very, very powerful when it comes to holding energy. You could be like very warm, very open people, particularly if you're going to be people who work with homeless or do like charity work or assist people in their transformation. Maybe you're like a personal trainer and you assist people with exercise when it comes to their physical body. But it's something about seeing people at the lowest level like a human being could possibly go. We have here bow and arrow. Mummy and Daddy are my target. Certain I'll hit that bullseye. God gave me the nod. It's go time. You're about to align. Look out for the baby on board sign. Love and lust are in the air. Union has been declared. So there's that energy of reconciliation or something coming together. And normally when you're about to have union, this doesn't have to be union on a romantic level, but this is what this card is pertaining to. So I do feel like those of you who are single, you'll be coming together with that person who you're going to be having children with. You are coming into union with your divine counterpart, with your soulmate. It's going to be a higher level of commitment. It feels like you're both on that same trajectory, that same timeline of growth, of moving forward and getting closer and closer to yourselves and wanting this world to be better. You want this world to be a better place. So maybe you met this person at work or a charity. A charity keeps coming through that you guys give your time to. I'm hearing free, so you would be working there for free. Maybe you do it in the evenings or certain like weekends or certain holidays, like on a food bank when it comes to like Christmas time. I'm hearing Thanksgiving and Easter. That's both coming through. You can also have a reconciliation of these souls that will be joining you Earthside because you would have known their souls before. Well, for most of you, sometimes it can be a new soul to you, but most of the time you would have known this soul before because we tend to choose to reincarnate into souls of people we have loved before, into bloodlines and families that we have known before. And I'm hearing ancestry, so they're saying, yes, you have known them before. This is where the reconciliation is coming through. So some of you are going to be meeting your person you'll be having children with. Others of you, it's going to be this soul meeting you Earthside. We have here mesmerizing eyes, see through people's lies, a hint of blue, whatever the hue, big pools of brown, a warming grey. When I first saw mummy, my soul knew, for in me I see you. Chest to chest, being close to your skin is best. We bond like gel, everyone around can tell. I am so loved, a gift from above. This is how you guys are going to be feeling. A lot of you could have been trying for a while now, so this child is going to be your dream. You're not going to let them out of your sight, I'm hearing. And I don't feel like you'll be having like a lot of time away from this child. So it could be like within the first year of their life, you don't necessarily have any time away from this child. And they're showing me like it's like you have to be pulled away to like go on date nights with your partner and allow this this baby to have time with their grandparents is what is coming through. And you might be there with like you know, the screen where you can watch the baby sleep, or you'll have like the monitor. You might take it with you on your date, and you can see the partner rolling the eyes like they're fine, they are with their grandparent, they are safe, they are loved, they're fine. We have here, Mama, please stop feeling so guilty. I'll come back, I promise. So some of you could experience miscarriage or a stillbirth. So this could be a rainbow baby for a lot of you, which is where this is also going to add to the fact that you won't want to leave their side. If this is going to be a rainbow baby. What else, Spirit? I can just see them. They're like glue, like bonded to each other. This one. Archangel Jophiel says your solar plexus chakra is blocked. Focus on you so you can be more calm and positive. So you're being asked to work on your solar plexus here. If you are a woman, this is very much connected to your womb. So doing like meditations, journeying, and listen to frequency music. They're showing me sound bowls, but also drumming when it comes to the womb. And when it comes to the solar plexus, they're showing me like a huge lemon and also a watermelon. And I'm hearing smoothies. So they're wanting you to make more fruit smoothies. And particularly smoothies that are very bright, that are very, very colourful, because they're showing me a rainbow. So they're asking you to be like more mindful of what you're putting into your body. And then we have here, both these cards that just flown out are yellow. So maybe you've been making yourself like a lot of yellow smoothies, and you will do in the future. We have here, stop watching the same part of your movie over and over. You're never going to get to the good part if you keep rewinding it. So some of you guys could be focused on the loss that you may have experienced. Again, it could be miscarriage. It could have been an abortion. It could be stillbirth. But I just keep being shown a rainbow. So this will be a rainbow baby coming through for a lot of you. Even if you've had an abortion like many, many years ago, people were still, it's like a similar energy when they show me in the spirit realm to miscarriage. But a lot of people feel like after they've had an abortion, they can go into a depression, and they kind of have to grieve that the baby that would have been or could have been. And for a lot of women, they can feel very guilty or shameful, and this can be the energy that's still lingering around in your womb that you're being asked to heal by this spirit baby. I do believe for some of you, it's that same soul that will be coming back. Sometimes it is the same soul that is coming back because that time in the past wasn't right, or maybe the partner you were with then that you conceived with wasn't right. We have here, Mama, Daddy is going through a spiritual awakening. Remember how much space you wanted during yours. This is the energy I've been feeling in the collective right now. It feels very, it just feels very off or odd. You know that energy where you can't put your finger in what's going on? That's why I was kind of feeling Mercury retrograde. It also feels like a Sunday. So it feels like everyone is being kind of like pushed into this day of rest and rejuvenation, because this is what the Most High is asking us to do right now, is calling us to do right now, because there is a lot going on. And this physical realm, Mother Earth, it feels very, very dense right now, and everybody's been feeling it and tapping into it, and it just feels off. So you yourself could be feeling off. And when you're going for a spiritual awakening, because it's a death and rebirth, you feel into that death energy. And death energy, obviously, it's very dark, it's very heavy. It's like an ego death is what it's giving. And they're saying an ego death to do with time, an ego death to do with time. So maybe you like completely surrendering now to divine time and trusting in your path and in your journey. We have Mama, Daddy, if you're feeling sad and you don't know why, the angels say the sadness is from a past life and you've got to heal it. And I'm staring at the chain here that is breaking. So you guys would have been carrying like wounds and energies from past lives that you came into this life to clear up. It's like a wrapping up of karmic debt. And you're in the middle of this now. You're like towards the end of this lesson that you were supposed to learn from a past life. And maybe you didn't completely learn it in that life, and you carried it over into this one. And now it's at the point where you were closing out that cycle. So this is when it does feel quite heavy, particularly when you're in the last layer. There's something about you guys like in the middle. And there's a song coming through. I think it's called In the Middle. Hold on, I'm gonna have to look it up. It's gonna annoy me. Jimmy Eat Well, that's what it is. Jimmy Eat Well, The Middle. And I was hearing the beat, I wasn't hearing the lyrics, but I just pulled it up. The this one here. But the first part of the lyrics that came up is, hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. So that song is coming through for someone. Maybe it's a song that you guys listen to. It was like a favourite song of yours, but that was coming through. And I also do feel like the lyrics have like a message in there for you if you guys want to look it up and listen to it. This deck next. But also that could be like a lesson that you carried over from that past life of kind of feeling isolated or feeling left out, or like you're never chosen and you weren't that person who's picked, kind of feeling like a bit invisible. That's the energy that's coming through. Maybe you feel this way towards God and spirit, particularly if you've been trying to conceive for a while, like feeling left out, that he's forgotten you and he won't be like giving you his gift, won't be giving you his greatest gift, which is a child, but he will be, and you're surrendering to the timing now. Some of you could be like 40, because I'm seeing 40. This one here, we have the waterfall, inner power, unbridled confidence, claiming your place. And I'm staring at the claiming your place here. So this is you guys, you are rising into yourself. You are rising into your waters, into your divine feminine. And you're really, truly, look how open you are now. You're open to the Most High God. You are ready. You know he's not leaving you out. And you are ready for your blessings and for your divine opportunities. And you've completely opened yourself up. Because you are tuned into that faith, into that surrender. See how she's kind of in this pose of surrendering. She's allowing the holy light to come through and move through her. You guys are really tapping into your water. So I do feel like you would have been doing a lot of work on your womb. Or you're being called to right now. And work when it comes to quantum leaping, when it comes to understanding portals. And that every single human being is a portal. Every person you connect to is a portal. So you're very mindful now of who you're connecting your energy with. We have the rainbow, sweet relief, new beginnings, a new way forward. Exactly that. And I kept being shown a rainbow. So this is that confirmation. This will be your rainbow, baby. And you have known this soul before. For a lot of you, it's going to be a girl. A divine feminine energy is coming through. I do believe it will be a little girl. And they're kind of coming through. They're not necessarily coming through as a child. So when I do spirit baby readings, a lot of the spirit babies will come through as toddlers, as the children they're going to be once outside. But sometimes, and it's more rare, they'll come through as the adult who they will grow up to be in this lifetime. They're coming through as an adult, and I'm seeing a woman, very beautiful woman. She's very curvy, and she has like illuminated eyes. I'm hearing illuminated eyes. There could be something rainbowy about her eyes for some of you. So maybe there's like loads of different colors. They could be hazel, but there's loads of different colors, loads of different specks of like browns, and even like the way that the color mixes, it almost makes like fleckers of purple. Purple is coming through. What else, Spirit? Can I get one more card, please, from this deck? I'm seeing fangs, so maybe you guys or your partner could have like, you know, the fang teeth. You know, sometimes people's teeth, they have like the spiky bits here and here, and it kind of looks like fangs. That's coming through, and this spirit baby could inherit that. We have follow the stream, dedication, trust, future rivers and oceans. You've completely opened yourself up to the world that exists within you, and you weren't afraid to go into the desert. It's like you guys have gone into the desert of yourself. And you were there for a while, and you're getting to the point where you were dehydrated. You were like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. And then this is where you stumbled upon the water. This is where you found the well, God's well. God led you to his well. He didn't leave you. I'm hearing he didn't leave you. You weren't left. Again, you guys are very big when it comes to quantum leaping, when it comes to portals. And I feel like you're right at the entrance of a portal right now, and you're taking your time in walking through it. I feel like the older version of you would have seen the portal would be like legging it, like running like Bolt. And now you're like, you've got all the time in the world. There's no rush. And particularly, I feel like you're very connected to the divine feminine, because I'm hearing rushing is for men. Rushing is for men. There's no rush. So you're kind of standing at the entrance, and it's this beautiful golden, these huge pillars. And you're looking around, and you're like taking it all in. And then you're going to walk through when you are ready. This deck, no, this one here. But what else does the collective need to hear when it comes to this spirit baby reading? Thank you. Angel of Love. Yeah, confirmation. You've really been pouring into yourself. And again, look at this card. It's literally the definition of divine feminine energy. So you've been tapping into this, it's like almost like a romantic energy when it comes to yourself. So maybe you were like dating yourself before you met your person, and this actually assisted in manifesting them and aligning with them, because you are given that treatment and that energy that you wanted to receive from a partner to yourself first. What else, Spirit? And also this kind of love and energy you've been pouring into yourself. It's like you've become that self-healer. That's gonna assist you when raising this child. Because this child will be an earth angel, I'm hearing. We have here appreciation. Exactly. So you've been showing that gratitude for yourself and for your journey. Even the parts of the journey where maybe you look back on and you wish that you could do again or redo again. It's like when you have regrets of certain things in life, you're even showing gratitude for that now. So it's like you have morphed into this whole new person. I feel like you've done this within the last few months. I'm getting from October of 2024, like last few months you have done this. You could be seeing fives everywhere, so that's changed. We have a woman holding a heart. Again, it's that confirmation, powerful divine feminine energy. So you guys are that divine feminine. You are in your queendom. And you're about to walk through this huge portal, which is going to lead you to all that your heart desires. And we have here deceit. So this is what you are walking away from. This is what you would have experienced in the past. Maybe you were even deceitful to yourself. I'm hearing didn't know my limit, didn't know my limit. So maybe it was you that had substance abuse issues. Maybe you used to use alcohol and drugs to numb yourself and not have to feel certain things from your past. Or maybe it was that energy from the past life that was lingering and you didn't understand it and you were always trying to numb it. And you stopped doing this and you healed yourself. A lot of you, I'm hearing turned to the moon. So maybe you started talking to the moon. Maybe you realized you had a very powerful connection to the moon. There's something about somebody sitting, so you could have like a field or a hill near your house. And when you sit on top of this hill, it has a beautiful view of the moon and of the stars. And I feel like you guys would have sat there. This could be like a metaphor for where you went in yourself. But they're bringing up the moon. Like it was a powerful illumination tool for you. But again, the moon is connected to the unknown. And it's connected to a light. It's a different light to the sun, but it's still connected to a light. And it illuminates the way. And I feel like a lot of you guys could have really big, like, cartoon-like eyes. Or maybe there's something very, very intense and dark about your eyes that is coming through. And again, this spirit baby is going to inherit this when it comes to the eyes. What else does the collective need to hear? Please, Spirit. We have 5 of emotion. Forgiveness is an important part of healing. Forgive yourself and those around you for any mistakes of the past that everyone can move forward. Grieving is a normal part of life. Ask your angels or those you love to help you move through the process quickly so that you can get back on the path to joy. And you see how this man here, he's holding this woman's hand and she kind of doesn't want to look at him. She's looking down at the floor. I do believe a lot of you would have experienced a lot of miscarriage or even stillbirth. As maybe your partners have been trying to console you, but they don't necessarily know what to say or do. Particularly if you're the woman, because you're the one who physically feels the loss and feels the grief. And if you had to go through stillbirth, it's a very, very horrific experience. A lot of the times the men will grieve. They're going through the grieving process as well, but it's in a different way because they weren't the ones who were carrying and growing the child. So there's like a disconnect that could be happening or happened in the past if you've gone through this in the past with you and your partner. And it's like you're coming back home to yourself, but you're also coming back home to your partner. It's like the old you is coming back, but it's not the old you. It's you in a whole new way. What else, Spirit? So maybe this is yourself that you were seeing in the lowest of the low. Maybe you were like so depressed and you stopped washing. Because you know sometimes when people get depressed, they don't look after themselves and they stop washing. That could have happened. We have 8 of abundance. This is a time of learning and honing your skills. You may feel inspired to go back to school, take seminars on topics that fascinate you, or educate yourself on the healing arts. This is a good time to change jobs or make a career move. The key to success is in the details and monitor your projects carefully. I'm just staring at or educate yourself on the healing arts. So a lot of you guys could be healers, or you just have that healing energy. You have that power to transmute and hold a lot of energy. So you could be that person who was always like an agni aunt, or people always come to you for advice because you hold a lot of wisdom. And obviously you want to be having those boundaries because otherwise people will lean on you too much and this takes away from their own power, from them finding the wisdom and jewels within themselves. I feel like you've been working on putting those boundaries up now. And then this called in more of your soul's tribe. And this called in people where you can connect with at an inner child level. Maybe you've been making friends recently with people who have children, who have just had children. I'm hearing mum friends. What else, Spirit? Can I get one more card, please, from this deck? See, now because the urine smell was kind of lingering and now it's going away and I'm smelling perfume. So it's like there's this transformation that is going on. We have a win-win solution. There's strength in diversity. By blending the ideas of other people with your own, you can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, and then open your mind to compromise and working together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. I feel like that this is a win-win solution. This is something like a grandparent would have said to you throughout your life. And you see that there's just two men here. So maybe there was two elders in your bloodline. They could have passed away at a similar time. Maybe they were like best friends, or it could have been like a grandparent. Maybe it was his brother, so like an uncle energy. Or it could have just been like a neighbor, like a very close friend who you like called uncle. But they both would have walked the yellow brick road. Like they walked that road less traveled. And to you, it was even more like admirable, because they would have done it before time, before something was time. So maybe they could have been like psychic mediums, and they were doing like tarot readings, or maybe they just had that healing energy, and they always looked at society and looked at a world in a different way to everybody else around. It was like they were ahead of the curve, and you're even more admirable because they would say things and do things in their time that they would have got attacked for. I'm hearing the witch trials. So they would have always looked at a win-win solution, and if you came to them with a problem, they would have offered you a solution. They wouldn't have just been that ear to listen. They would have done that too, but they would have then come up with a solution. They just knew the right thing to say, and they always viewed things from a different perspective that you hadn't even have seen or thought of. What else, Spirit? Can I just get a few cards on this deck? Cheers. This one is Celtic. So you guys could have come from a Celtic bloodline or lineage, so connected to Europe. I'm also hearing paganism. Maybe this is what this like elder energy followed, the Celtic spiritual path. And maybe they got crucified for it, because I'm hearing crucified and being shown a cross. And it's like you're following in their footsteps now, and you're not afraid to do so because they weren't afraid to follow the yellow brick road. And it's like you want to honour them. You want to honour their life and their memory. We have here Atlantis, beautiful. I love when dolphins will appear when it comes to a spirit baby reading, because they are gatekeepers of the sea, but they also very, very connected to the womb and to birth, like a dolphin assisted birth. So they're known to help women and the child with the initiation, and they take away the pain. But Atlantis is coming through, so you guys can feel very, very connected to Atlantis. Maybe you have dreams and visions of Atlantis. And you could be having like these kinds of dreams where you're in the water, but you're seeing these huge pillars, and it's like you're seeing gateways and these like and you see here with this pillar, but it's got this circle on top. So some of these gateways could be on a pillar, but then it's a huge, the portal was like on top of it, and it's a huge circle. You could be seeing these kinds of things. It's just different gateways, different doors, different portals, and you could be dreaming of them being in water. It's like a watery energy, so it could be like a like the celestial waters, the ethereal waters. But that is what is coming through. You guys could also be dreaming of fish. Did you want any more from this deck? No. They wanted to get a few cards on this Avalon deck. So can I get a few messages for the collective for this spirit baby reading? A few messages, please. And they're pointing to the Atlantis card, and they're saying this is when we knew each other. This is when we knew each other. So there's a huge reconciliation going on of very, very powerful souls. And this is when you were last together in Atlantis. Which is why you'll be having a lot of dreams and visions, some of you, before you conceive. We have here, life will support the vision you have for yourself. Make it the best it can be. And this is that belief that you guys are stepping into. You see there's a bunny here. So rabbits are connected to spring. They're connected to rebirth. Also, you know, the saying, at it like rabbits. That's coming through. Some of you guys with your partner, you could be like being intimate together in a whole new way. It's like your sexual energies are on par. They're on the same wavelength. So when you want to be intimate, so will your partner. You won't be like out of whack or out of sync. I'm also staring at the crop circle in the background. So maybe you guys have always been intrigued by crop circles. And there's a movie that's coming into my mind. It's called Signs. And it's about aliens, UFOs and crop circles. So maybe you've always been intrigued by crop circles. And you could believe that this is like aliens leaving messages for us. What else? Thank you. We're taking this one because that's too many. So the top one has 2 dragons and it says, do not look for validation in others. Be uniquely you and follow your path. Again, this is that elder, that kind of grandparent energy that's coming through. Do not look for validation in others. Be uniquely you and follow your own path. So they're wanting you to stay focused on this yellow brick road that you are walking across right now. And you see these dragons here. And there's 2 dragons and they're like yin and yang. So I feel like you and your partner, you will be like yin and yang. But you and this spirit baby who will be joining you Earthside, you're going to be like yin and yang. It's like mirrors. So there's traits that you hold that they won't hold. So you're like those 2 puzzle pieces. So that's divine feminine and divine masculine energy that is coming together. Let's get some signs for the collective to look out for. Okay. We have Pixar. We have Harry Potter. So there's a lot of films that is coming through, like animations. You guys could be big on watching anime, or maybe your partner is. But I feel like you'll be watching like a lot of cartoons that you used to watch as a child with your spirit baby. Harry Potter, you could be huge fans of Harry Potter. I mean, you find people who are healers and who are like psychics, who are very interested in the supernatural and the spiritual, who are on that path, are normally very, very interested in these kinds of films. Because they're rooted in truth. And we have fairies here. So this is that connection to the elemental realm. And you could have fairies around you present, because I've also been feeling fairies for the last few weeks around humanity. And it's like they're sprinkling like their fairy dust, their gold dust on us. And they're trying to get us to connect more with the playfulness that exists within every human, with the inner child and with magic, with believing in yourself and believing in your path. And we have here corn and crow. So you guys could be seeing crows everywhere. And maybe they've just been like staring at you. What else, Spirit? We have signs. Baby on board. Baby on board. This came up on one of the Spirit Baby poems. So you guys could be seeing this sign everywhere. Like everywhere you look. Everywhere you turn. If you're driving, even if you're walking down the street and you look into a car, they could have a baby on board sign. And we have daydreams. I do feel like you guys have been working on your visions of that future self that you had always envisioned yourself becoming. It's like you're looking in the mirror now and you are seeing him or you're seeing her. You're becoming that future self. Your present self and your future self are now one. And we have giraffe. So you could be seeing giraffes everywhere. But I'm also getting this as you guys are reaching higher heights. It's like you'll be feeling more tall and more confident within yourself. I feel like the way you're walking and the way you are carrying yourself is going to be like very, very tall. Like strutting like an angel. I'm hearing that saying, to strut like an angel. So it's like your confidence is coming back. You may have felt like you lost that it energy for a while, but it's coming back. Let me get some timings for the collective of conception or due date spring. They bring the bunny up again, so look out for bunnies as well. So spring is coming through. But this is also pertaining to the fact that you are in that spring of yourself. But when you're in the spring of yourself and you're in that rebirth energy, you're coming out of death, of the winter, and you're moving into the rebirth. This is going to align you as well, help align you with conception. Because I feel like that's the kind of energy that this spirit baby will be coming into. And they're likely to be born in spring. We have a door will open in time. And this is what you have let go of. This door will open in time. That God will be bringing his greatest gift through to you at the right time. And again, doors, portals and gateways. This is the energy that you guys are in right now. And we have divine timing that has come up with that. Exactly that. So you've been working on those lessons, connecting with the divine timing. Because a lot of people hear divine timing or they hear patient, wait. And they get instantly irritated. And when you're getting irritated, it means you've still got work to do there. Because obviously we have free will, but then we have the destiny timeline. And this is where people get most agitated because they want to be on the better timeline. They want to be on the destiny timeline. But that takes work and that takes coming into alignment with God's clock and not just going off your own free will. Because we don't have control of things when it comes to God's kingdom. At new moon. So you guys could conceive or be given birth at the new moon. And then at the bottom of the deck we have July. So this could well be a spring or summer baby. This is like that energy they're kind of holding, spring and summer. But we also have during Pisces season at the top of the deck. And they want to finish off with another spirit baby poem. So can we get one more spirit baby poem for the collective? This one. Okay, this one says, Up at the crack of dawn, I heard a neighbour mowing the lawn. I love my first house, plenty of room for me to run about, and my room is a dream. Mummy created the theme, with elements of farm animals and space. The tall lamp really lights up the place. Certain things will need fixing to the wall, especially when I learn to crawl. Daddy calls me nosy fingers, always putting them where they don't belong. Trips to IKEA for keep the kids out gadgets. Little hands in live sockets will cause a panic. Safety first until I'm old enough to learn. I'm staring at Daddy calls me nosy fingers, and I feel like Daddy came through in a lot of the cards. And also that elder energy, it does feel like a divine masculine. But they are saying that your partner, the divine masculine, the father, will make a great dad. A perfect dad, they're saying, will make a great dad. They're always going to be there, going to be very, very reliable. And they're going to hold a lot of traits that are very similar. So they're going to be very reliable. They're going to be that rock, both for themselves but for other people. And they're going to know how to hold their own. And they're saying this is coming from the masculine. So the masculine side of them is going to be very, very activated because of the masculines in the physical that will be around them. So they're going to know how to tap into that Archangel Michael energy. But then they're also going to know how to tap into that Mother Mary energy. But that's all the messages that are coming through. I hope that did resonate with someone out there. And I'll see you in another video.